Farmers and ranchers are the backbone of Oklahoma. However, their mental health is often overlooked. With the help of a grant from the U.S. Department of Agriculture, OSU Extension has launched Heal the Harvester, a program whose mission is to aid harvesters who are battling mental health issues and addiction.
Where a lot of us have a bad day, we still get a paycheck. If a farmer and a rancher has a bad day, they could lose their farm or their ranch. And so that is a lot of stress, that's a lot of pressure that could lead to really bad mental health outcomes. There's a lot of stigma involved in that, and for generations we have really denied that our farmers and ranchers have those problems.
They're the strong one of the family, they're the strong one in the community, and they do not want to admit fail in their life.
To understand the impact mental health has on farmers, just look at the statistics. Since 2017, the rural suicide rate in Oklahoma has increased by nearly 30%.
There are very specific details of those careers that put people at increased risk. They're from rural areas, and we know that our mental health outcomes are often worse in our rural areas. Second of all, they are really at the mercy of a lot of external factors.
Crop conditions, weather conditions, situation where you may have a spouse or a parent that's ill health, and the situation just becomes where they're just always at constant stress.
Since its launch in 2021, Heal the Harvester has provided OSU Extension educators and community leaders with the resources needed to connect with struggling farmers and ranchers.
My very first case was a gentleman, he was in his late 60s. He had the gamut. He had his brother had died of cancer. His father had died of old age. He just really didn't know how to handle it all. He was begging his wife to take his life with a gun. And she was so worn out, she was almost ready to let him do it. She called the hotline. They connected with me, I called him, and for the next 3.5 hours, I worked with him, getting him to a hospital in Admin.
How's he doing now?
He's good. He calls me on occasion. He asked me one time, he said, "Am I too young to retire?" I said, "Yeah, you're too young to retire, but you're not too young to slow down." So he did. Now he goes in the house, takes his shoes off about 5:30 every evening, and sits down and watches TV with his wife. Generally, a farmer is pretty confined to the farm, and they don't have the ability to get away from the farm. I would express the concern that whenever you do have a situation like that you plan a play date with your spouse and make it a routine to go out and eat at a restaurant, or just go shopping together, an opportunity to get away from the farm for just a short period of time to recharge your batteries.
Oklahoma State has always had a mission to help the rural and underserved areas. We are the leaders in mental health care and academic excellence for the state. We're well known for our mental health services, from psychology to psychiatry to our counseling department. And when you put that together with our extension office and our commitment to farmers and ranchers, it's the absolute perfect relationship. The ultimate goal is to improve mental health outcomes among Oklahoma's farmers and ranchers. If we could achieve that by lowering stigma and increasing awareness, then I think we've done our job.
For State Magazine, I'm Meghan Robinson.